We're going to get right into it. This is, I think, a heavily requested class, something that many people are going to be needing to know, especially if this is their first experience going through a bull run. They've held on through this accumulation, bear, boring phase of crypto, and now when profits are beginning to kick in, what do you do with those profits? There's a lot of things to consider. Toby and I have been able to navigate bull runs in the past, I think quite successfully. Not to toot our own horn, but we are happy to pass on whatever we have learned in that journey onto you guys. If you're looking to lock away your profits and achieve stability with them, for those of you who are maybe concerned about the status of stable coins that are backed by fiat, like Tether, like USDC, like GUSD, like all of those, there are other options, and believe it or not, they do allow you to purchase using crypto. So here's what you can think of. There are multiple companies that accept cryptocurrencies as a form of payment to obtain physical gold and silver. So for those of you who have been asking how you can purchase physical gold and silver using cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin. Of course, there's Bitcoin Cash. Usually it depends on their payment processor with cryptocurrencies on that determines which cryptos are available. Do you remember? We personally use goldsilver.com, Mike Maloney's site. I think it's really great and reputable. What are some other ones that you've come across?
JM Bullion. You can, with Mike Maloney, you can goldsilver.com. You have a choice between like Singapore, like storing it, because we don't store it here.
Yeah, that can be another thing you look into, is if you want to have possession of your physical gold and silver, or maybe for whatever reason you don't have that ability at the moment, does that company offer custodianship of your precious metals as well?
Yeah.
And can you like go to that physical location and get them if you wanted to? That's also important.
Which we can.
Yeah. Stablecoins run the same risk as fiat if you're concerned about inflation or hyperinflation. A popular cryptocurrency that achieves stability through its own algorithm rather than a supply of fiat currency backing it is MakerDAO's stablecoin called DAI. It's definitely had a lot of attention, especially as the DeFi market has exploded. It has a decent amount of volume on it. I think it was like 45 million 24 trading volume, I think.
I've not looked.
And so you should be able to trade a relatively large amount of crypto without completely crashing or pumping the price. Keep in mind, I know someone asked about decentralized exchanges and the limitations they might see during a bull run. That's a great observation and something that you should definitely be aware of. And that's why it's really important that you prepare for the logistics needed for dealing with profits now before the masses rush in, because when the bull run hits hard, everything is tested, including the algorithms used to achieve stability for DAI. DAI was launched in December 2019. That means this is really the first time it's really going to be tested. So we'll see what happens. And of course, there's no guarantees in crypto, but at least it's not backed by fiat. Also, there are gold-backed stablecoins, but the volume on these options are definitely not as attractive. Like, they're pretty freaking low. What?
Johnny Cage says,
yeah.
Should you dollar cost profit too?
That's
or just
what we said.
Yeah. So, I mean, one trick is I like what Altcoin Buzz said one time. He said he takes 50% off 2x, and that's pretty smart, you know.
50% of his total holdings?
Yeah, so 50% of what he
or his initial investment.
50% of his initial investment after a 2x, and then replaces that and goes shopping again.
Yeah, Dave D asked, how is having a custodian hold your gold different than an exchange holding your coins? It's not. It's not that different.
It's not, but also like I just wanted the silver in a different country than me, and we don't have a house in Singapore, so I think it's smart to also diversify the different countries you have your assets in as well.
Yeah.